my game number 2 for the grade level intervention activities project. I will have the students play a game in which they must have a pizza cell. I am using a 4th grade TEK that instructs students to calculate profit in a given situation. So the materials that I'll be using are 2 worksheets. The first worksheet looks like this. It is a worksheet that includes a chart. My second worksheet includes a key and a work area for the students to do their math. And you can either choose to laminate them or put them in protective sheets to allow the students to write on them. I'm also using some dry erase markers, 2 dice, and just something to clean the dry erase marker once you're done. Now I'll begin by explaining the different components of the chart. The first column of the chart is the balance. The students will begin with $5, $10, $15, $20, or $25. The next column is the purchases or expenses. This column allows the students to use their beginning balance prior to having the pizza cell to buy things such as napkins, plates, or additional pizza boxes to sell. And those prices and amounts are in the key in the other worksheet. The next column is donations. They will roll the dice to get the number of boxes donated to them. The next column is the number of pizza slices. This will allow the students to calculate the number of pizza slices they have in total, and they will use the key to see that there are 8 slices inside each pizza box. The next column is the total sales. This column will allow the students to calculate the total number or the total amount of cash they will get after selling all their pizza slices. The end balance is a total amount or the final cash at hand that the students will have after the pizza sale ends. And the profit is in the final column, and this is the most important column for the students to consider. In the profit column, the students will calculate the amount they made during the pizza sale minus their expenses. And once I go into the game, I'll explain more into depth the difference between the end balance and the profit. So now we'll play a few rounds of what the pizza sale game will look like. So starting in the first row, I begin with $5. I know with $5 I can either buy 2 packs of napkins or 1 pack of plates. So I choose to buy a pack of plates. So I know that will cost me $4. Now donations. In this column I must roll the dice. So I got 5 and 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. I know I got 7 pizza boxes donated. Now for the number of pizza slices. Going to my key and doing the math in my work area, I know that each box has 8 slices inside. So I know that I got 7 boxes donated. That will be times 8 slices inside each box. So 7 times 8, I know that will be 56. So that means I got 56 pizza slices in total. Now next thing I have to consider is how much I want to sell each pizza slice for. I choose $1. So if I choose a $1, that means that I just multiply 1 times 56. I will get $56. And I'll put that amount under the total sales. Now end balance. The end balance will be calculated by beginning with my starter balance, $5. I know I spent $4 in the plates, so I had $1 left after buying the plates. I sold $56 worth of pizza, plus the $1 that I had left over from buying the plates. I should have $57 in total. So this should be the amount of money I have in hand at the very end of my sale. So then the profit. The profit is different because I have to consider the amount I made, which was the $56, minus the amount that I used to make purchases or my expenses, which I know that was only $4. So 56 minus 4, and it will be 52. Or another way to see that is 56 minus 4 to $52. So if you look at the two amounts, you might get confused at first, but like I said before, end balance is the total amount of cash you have in hand, and profit is the amount of money you actually made after subtracting your expenses. So I'll do one more round just to show how different it will be if I had $10 to begin with. So if I begin with $10, I know this time I will want to maybe buy, I can do this in different ways. Maybe I want to buy one box of pizza, and then I'll also like to buy a set of plates because each roll will be a clean slate. So if I roll the dice again, I get 6 plus 1, that's 7. But I have my additional box that I bought, so that's 8 boxes I have in total. So I'll have to do that math again. I know that I had 8 boxes that I have in total, times 8 slices. So 8 times 8 is 64. So I have 64 number of slices in total. Now my total sales, let's say I sell them for $1 each, will be 64. Now in balance, I'll have to do that again. I know I began with $10, and I spent $6 for that one additional pizza box and $4 for my plates. So I only have, I don't have any. I don't have any cash left over from my expenses. So my end balance would just be the $64 that I made. And then my profit is the $64 that I made minus my expenses, which was $10 because I spent the $6 for the pizza box and the $4 for my plates, which means I only made $54. So I'll put that 54 here. And I can see if I compare, I made only $2 more. So depending on what I choose to do in my purchases and how much money I begin with, that will depend the amount of profit that I have at the end. So this game, I believe, can be played into different ways. If a student plays individually, they can just do it on their own and kind of see the different results that they will get if they make different choices depending on what purchase they want to make. Or they can make it into a competition and play amongst different players. They can see who has the largest profit at the end by making certain choices and seeing who gets how many boxes donated. So I just hope it is a fun way for students to learn the difference between the end balance and the profit, and just learn how to calculate profit in this given situation, which is a pizza sale.